My name is Mario. After the frightening experience in the camp of the bandits of the desert, we were now longing for a few days of rest. We had made friends with a farmer who was looking after our horses. One day, when my friend Michael and I were walking in the streets of a small town, we came across a poor boy who was sitting at a street corner begging for food. I could see that he was very hungry. His shirt and trousers were in rags. His sad eyes met mine and made me cry. Michael felt the same. He asked,
Mario, can't you help that poor boy?
I crammed in my pockets with both hands. Sorry, Michael. There is nothing left. We have spent yesterday everything on chocolate and ice cream. I replied, feeling guilty and ashamed. Then asked Michael,
Why don't we ask Jesus for a few dollars?
But just before we could do it, I spotted a poster on the wall at the other side of the road. It read, Freestyle Wrestling, Fight unto Death, $10 for the winner. That is the answer, I said, as I raced over the road, dragging the reluctant Michael behind. There was no reception with a charming lady on the desk, only a blank wall with some plaster peeling off and the strange poster. There is no entrance. Maybe they are hiding something and dodging the daylight.
Yes, you are right. Here it is.
Carefully, we climbed down a narrow stone staircase. Deep into the darkness, taking care not to tread on some rats which were jumping round our feet. The steps were leading to a spooky corridor with a wooden door at its end.
Let us go back,
said Michael.
There is something wrong around here. I feel it.
Forget about your feelings, I replied. Use your brains instead.
But my brains tell me also to be careful. Do you want to die, Mario? Have you read the poster? Fight unto death.
Nonsense, I answered. This is only a gimmick from the advertisers. Let's go. At the end of the dark passage, there was a wooden door. When we entered, a thick cloud of foul air hit our faces. It was filled with the smell of beer and the sour sweat of muscular men. The small room was filled to its capacity. In front, there was a wooden platform as was commonly used by boxers. When I moved more inside, I was shocked. I couldn't believe my eyes, what I saw. Just at that moment, the dead body of a handsome boy was dragged out of the hole by two rough men, leaving behind a trace of fresh blood. He was wearing a pair of red shorts. Something was printed on it, which I couldn't read, for it was covered with blood. What is going on here? I asked myself. Now I know we had landed in the den of the devil. At the same time, I saw a man in a black tight leather suit standing in front of the wall depicted with 15 strange strokes. He appeared to be very happy when he added stroke number 16. The owner of the lousy underground boxing ring was sitting comfortably in his soft, easy chair, smoking a cigarette.
You young gentleman, what can I do for you?
I was unable to answer at once. The picture of the young boy on the floor of the boxing ring was still haunting me. My friend Michael came to my rescue. Sir, you promised to pay $10 for the winner. My friend Mario is ready to fight.
Sir, do you mind to take off your shirt? You are still very young, but you are already fit to become a fearless soldier in the service of the Lord.
I am already a soldier, and I will salute only my Lord Jesus Christ, and not yours.
You young brat, you pay for it.
Young gentlemen, please sit down and feel at home. No, sit on the couch.
Strangely enough, Michael had not been invited. I thought, why?
Mario, I admire your courage. There are only few boys like you.
By the way, we welcome our new clients with a small drink, he said, producing a bottle and poured its content into one glass. Then he produced a different bottle and poured the contents into the second glass. Toast, Mario the Great. I stared at the glass and hesitated. Don't you want to honor our young heroes who had shed their blood on the boxing ring? The taste was very nice, and I felt a new kind of strength flooding into my body. Was there somebody watching us? But at the same time, I noticed some dizziness in my head. I didn't any longer know where I was. This made me suspicious and I wanted to push the glass aside. The boss noticed it and said, encouraging like a father to his son, "Don't worry. All warriors and heroes drink it before going into battle. But there is still a small formality to please the police and keep them away. Would you be kind enough to sign this paper?" he said a bit hesitatingly. In the dim light of an oil lamp, I read, "Contract. Although we take great care of our clients, in case of an injury or a death, this company is not..." I couldn't continue reading, for the boss pushed a ballpoint into my hand and said, "Please sign. We are a bit in a hurry. Our guests are already getting impatient." I had the impression that the boss was nervous and afraid of something. I lifted the pen to write. At that moment, there was a loud cry. At that moment, Michael burst into the room. "Don't sign, you fool. Don't sign. They want to make you a slave. Don't you like the $10 for that hungry boy outside?" Michael couldn't continue to warn me. I didn't know what had come over me. Was it the welcome drink? Then, with my hands shaking, I signed the document. The boss was delighted. In a strange haste, he pulled the fatal document from my hands and pushed it into his jacket.
Hurry up, you misfit. What are you waiting for? This is not an ordinary boxing ring. It is Satan's sanctuary.
I felt the foul smell of drugs puffed into my face when that snake embraced me and whispered into my ears,
My Lord knows you. He followed every step of yours. At last he got you. Now he wants to see your blood sprinkling the floor. Now put this on.
he hissed, throwing a pair of red boxing shorts into my face. I noticed some traces of dried blood, but especially what was printed in front. This made me shiver. I read,
"Fearless soldier of Satan."
It was the same type of shorts which the dead young boy was wearing.
"Sir, I can't put this on. I am a soldier of Christ and not of the devil."
"Then we will flog you till you know who now your new lord is," screamed the boss. "Jimmy, come. There is somebody here who wants a flogging." I felt a terrible pain on my back. I wanted to scream, but instead I bravely pressed my teeth together. I hesitated. Then I put the shorts on and prayed.
Jesus, forgive me. You know that you alone are my Lord, and that I belong only to you.
The boss looked at my shorts and smiled. Now you are one of us. I was ashamed. Michael was right. I've been tricked and caught in the den of Satanists. It is now too late. I have become the devil's slave, I said, suppressing my tears. The boss shouted, "You boy, remember your contract. This is not a walk in the amusement park, but a fight unto death. In less than an hour, only one of you will be alive."
What is going on with me? I asked myself. My legs have become heavy like lead. All strength is seeping out of my body. I shouldn't have taken that drink, I said to myself. "Sir," I said to the manager, "I am sick. I can't fight."
"What? Sick? You lazy chap. No tricks. If you don't move, I will make you jump," shouted the manager, pulling out the crocodile whip as the public burst in laughter. As I dragged my legs step by step, I knew I was climbing to my execution. I hesitated. At that moment, I remembered Jesus, seeing his picture in front of my eyes. Totally exhausted, he staggered on. He looked at me with his loving eyes and said,
"Mario, I am going to Golgotha to die for you. Are you also willing to die for me? I am waiting for you outside at the street corner."
These words pierced my heart. Then I said,
Forgive me, Lord. I am coming.
My rival was standing in the corner waiting for me. He was a bully. His muscular, strong body showed that he was used to fight. Looking at him made my heart to drum louder. I suppressed the lurking fear, made a sign of the cross, and looked straight into the eyes of my enemy. Full of contempt, he was looking at me from my head to my feet and shouted, "Come, you little one. Come into my arms. They will embrace you and press the last bit of your blood like the juice out of a lemon." He wanted to charge at me but was stopped by the manager.
No fight before you have dedicated yourselves to the Lord. Have you forgotten that your feet are standing on a holy ground? It is an altar consecrated by the blood of countless warriors.
Then he commanded,
Attention! Salute! Repeat every word of mine. Speak! Lord of the world, Lord of the world. As we are about to die, we salute you, Lord Lucifer.
I repeated every word. But in the end, I shouted with a loud voice for everyone in the hall to hear as the boss pulled out his gun. I salute you, Jesus Christ the King. But at that moment, a lady in a bikini appeared on the stage carrying a poster announcing the beginning of the fight. The gong went and we fighters jumped into position. The vision of my Lord had restored my health. My old energy had come back. My opponent tried to grab me, but I dodged and jumped at him like a fierce tiger. The bully fell to the ground with me on top of him. A thunderous applause of the spectators made the walls shake. "Jimmy, you useless creature," shouted the boss. "Do you think I pay you for nothing?" My heart almost burst for joy. I had won. My opponent lay on the ground with his arms outstretched, waiting for the final act. "Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me," he pleaded with his eyes wide open in fear. At that moment, the bikini lady turned up with a golden dagger on the top of the silver tray. "Young man," said the boss, "you haven't finished your job yet, but don't cut his throat. Who is going to clean up all the mess?" he said, grinning. "Just push the dagger gently between his ribs into his heart." "No," I shouted. "I am a Christian and not a murderer." "You cheeky brat," snarled the boss. "Have you forgotten your contract? $10 for the winner. Fight unto death. No survivor, no mercy," he snarled. "This here is not a kindergarten. I can't kill my brother." "Then you will die," screamed the boss. "I will send you now to your Jesus," he screamed, making a secret sign with his hand. I didn't notice somebody behind me. Suddenly, I felt a sharp pain round my neck. A thin, strong nylon rope strangled my throat. I failed to breathe as my eyes started to get blurred. This is the end, I thought. Then I prayed, "Lord, take your brave soldier. May my death give honor to you. But please, don't forget the starving boy outside." The answer came fast. I had a vision. The gate of heaven was closed. An angel stood in front of it, saying to me, "What do you want here? Go back. You haven't finished your job yet." At that moment, a shot hissed through the air, and a voice shouted, "Hands up, you son of the devil, you murderer. You have already killed 16 innocent boys on this altar of your Lord Lucifer. Now you want to kill that boy because you don't want to pay the lousy $10. Immediately, I recognized that voice. Michael stood there erect with a gun blazing in his hand. "Hurry up, if you don't want a bullet in your brain, if you have any," he repeated. At once a baffling silence filled the hall. A shocked audience was holding its breath. "How long do you want me to wait for you, you misfit? Now pay what you owe me. Out with the money." With his hands shaking, the boss produced $5 from his pocket. "You stinking rich gangster. $10 and not a cent less," thundered Michael. Meanwhile, the defeated boxer struggled to his feet and disappeared in the crowd. The boss, with his eyes red in anger, handed $10 over to me. Michael removed the nylon rope from my neck. It was now high time for us to disappear before the Satanists would realize what's going on. Then we started to run towards the entrance door. It was heavily guarded by 2 bandits. "You take the left one," I told Michael, "and I will finish off that one on the right." The gangster screamed and collapsed when my fist landed at his chin, while Michael gave the other one a proper beating. Then we began to run as fast as we could. We knew our way out. Surrounded by the angry bats, we followed the dark, spooky passage leading to the staircase of hell. As we were climbing up, I had a faint feeling that something was following us. There was a cry. It was Michael. "Be careful, Mario," he shouted. Turning round, I gazed at the blade of a long knife glittering in the morning sun. The knife was only a few centimeters away from my back. "Whoever you are, take this one," I shouted, kicking that something with my right foot. A terrible scream followed as that thing rolled down the stone steps and plunged in the middle of a bunch of hungry rats. "Deserves him right, that creepy, filthy boss," commented Michael with joy. Fresh air received us, together with the welcoming warm rays of the sun. We crossed again the road, leaving the dilapidated wall with that deadly poster behind. The hungry boy was still there. Still panting, I dropped the $10 into his lap. The boy stared at us in unbelief. Then he started to cry.